Rising, great rising. Come on in. Come on in. All right. I'm glad to see everyone this beautiful Saturday rising. I am talking about today. But again, I want to bring to your attention that today is going to be Soup Saturday. So I'm participating in the collab with Mary's Life Journey for the hashtag fall soups. So make sure y'all tap in later on today at 5 p.m. I will be live creating my jerk butternut squash soup. But right now, I'm out here in the garden, y'all. So y'all gonna get a special treat. I'm not gonna really show you anything. If you really want to see anything, you can go over to Queendom Garden. All the updates are over there. However, I do have to water my garden every rising, and I am just now making it out the crib to do so. All right. What I want to talk about though was how a cluttered space equals a cluttered mind, right? So if you have, that's pretty much what I was coming to y'all with today, because that came to mind because I am going to be in the kitchen as soon as I finish watering my plants. And I realized that a lot of spaces in my home has, you know, need a little attention. And that's because when you are in a space of, anxiety, unsure and not be able to move and do things like that, you are actually living with a cluttered mind. So sometimes it can be reversed. So if your mind is cluttered, you keep a cluttered space. You're unable to remove those things or keep yourself in a space that needs to be, that you're unable to keep that space. So today, that's what I'm going to be tapping into because it's really true. If your mind is cluttered, and in reverse, if your space is cluttered, you can't quite make that happen that way. You know what I mean? You can't quite make clean your space, and I mean your physical space, like your home, or whether it be your desk at your office or things like that, right? So I'm out here watering my plants, y'all. So I'm just going to show you what I mean when I get into my kitchen. I'm going to be cleaning my kitchen, one, because I need to have a clean space in order to work this evening when I do my um, butternut squash soup. I'm going to be doing live at 5 p.m. So I need my kitchen to be tight and right. But the fact that my kitchen is out of order says quite a bit for how I've been working and operating. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this around for y'all. I don't know if y'all can see my watermelons growing. Got some peppers here, some watermelons there. Yeah, so with that being said, I'm just watering right now. I'm giving y'all a sneak peek, but if y'all really want to see what's going on in the garden, I need y'all to tap in over at the Queendom Garden. Okay, that's my other channel where I actually do all things gardening. Over here, I am truly and solely about feeding the mind, body, and spirit. And so that's what I do. I do a little cooking. I do a little inspiration. I do a little mindful thinking, focusing on the mental health. So if you're new here, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. And I am so glad that you're here this rising. Again, we're going to be tapping into a cluttered space and a cluttered mind, and that is truly the truth. So it's kind of like you are mirroring what you have going on in your life when you actually keep a cluttered space. Whether it's a temporary thing or something that you do on a regular basis. If you're a person that holds on to things because you think you would never ever get those things again, or that you have some type of attachment, instead of letting it go, you hold on to it, that's a reflective of how you show up in the world and how you show up as a person. I know that may seem extreme or maybe not even accurate, but definitely, um, you know, that's pretty much how it works. Great rising, great rising, great rising, Mary's life journey. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Mary's life journey. That is my sister from another mister. And today, as I mentioned, I will be going live for the hashtag Fall Soups. She is holding a collaboration. If you have a soup you want to show everyone what you got going on, go ahead and tap in with the hashtag Fall Soups. I will be going live today. Um, I'll be going live today doing my jerk butternut squash soup. Lala in the building. Welcome, Lala. You were right on time. I'm cleaning up my space to clear up my cluttered mind. It's going to clear up for my juicing and for my cooking today. Peace and love and welcome in. Grand rising to you, James Howard. Thank you for being here. I am so glad to see all my people this rising. I had to go out and water my garden really quick. I gave a quick flash of what it looked like out there. And look at all those beautiful flowers that Lala gave. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the me emojis. Mary's life journey. You are awesome. All right, y'all. So I told y'all I'm not going to give y'all a full overview because y'all be like, what the hell happened and exploded in Queen's kitchen? But because I am a juicer and I should be rinsing and jumping and doing, I'm getting ready to try out my dishwasher because I have so much in here. But I'm kind of thinking I need to hand wash this stuff. But at the same time, I wanted to try out the dishwasher. So I don't know. I may hand wash, y'all. But I got quite a bit going on because I need to get this cleared out so I can get some juice. So I can have some juice in my system for this rising because I did not juice yesterday. I was so busy doing everything else. So welcome to the kitchen. I'm going to be putting you right up here. Boom, boom. And let's get you going here. I'm going to have you right here. Uh-oh. I don't know if y'all can see. Hope y'all can see. Can y'all see me? It's a glare back there. I'm going to close that line. There you go. Over here you can see I got stuff all lined up across the stove. I just got a whole lot going on. Great rising, great rising, great rising, Monique. I got stuff lined up all over here. So what I'm getting ready to do, y'all gonna be in the kitchen with me. We just gonna chit chat. We gonna talk about the things that, why is this glare so much? I would turn off this light, but I still got that glare back there. But uh, yeah. So with that being said, y'all see my other channel dropping in the that night bodies breakfast. No, if I when I do juice, which is when I get done with these dishes, I will be juicing. It may not be with y'all because I will be back here at 5 o'clock today, and so I don't want to overstay my welcome on the live. I have been going live a couple of days back to back, and that is, or a couple of times back to back, and that is because, I want people to know that I'm still here. I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere. I want y'all to know that I'm still here. I'm still here and I'm doing me, you know. Roll the blinds up the other way. That. Mary's life journey. Ooh. She was right, y'all. But I can't wash the dishes in the dark. But this actually looks good, don't it? She said, there you go. I know that's right. But let me see, I could probably turn on this light here. Oh, that's a good little ambiance. We got a good ambiance going on right here. But like I said, I'm just trying to keep myself, one, in the algorithm, two, to let people know I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just, you know, I'm taking it one day at a time. No rush. I'm keeping the peace. I'm doing what feels peaceful to me. And right now, girl, you in the bushes. I see you. Sedation. Peace and love, sis. Peace and love. Great rising. So I'm doing what feels great, best for me. And then on top of that, you know, back to the subject at hand, it's kind of why I'm just now getting back to feeling like me. I have been on and I'm gonna do a video on that where I go a little bit more in detail, but I have been on a reset. I took my membership, I took those that are part of the membership on part of the journey with me. I had them fast with me for one day, and which was last Thursday. And so I appreciate all those who were able to tap in with that. However, um, I have been resetting my body, my mind, my spirit. So that's why I've been kind of absent and not consistent in everything that I do. Even if anyone even noticed, I notice, and usually that's really the part that matters. Because half the time when we're saying we're showing up and being consistent for people, you're literally trying to show up and be consistent for yourself. These things that we make up in our mind, like people actually really are that in tuned or with you. You think, oh, I said I was going to do all of these things, and so you deliver on them, and then you don't see the response that you want, because really what you were doing was not for the people, it was for you. So in turn, what you need to do is always do what's best for you, and it'll always reflect out to the people, and they will receive it however you put it out there. So that's how I perceive that, and that's what I'm saying. And back to again, I keep sliding off of that, but the reason that the inconsistencies and the things that I'm doing is the way that it is because, like I said, I needed a reset. So I did take a hiatus from YouTube posting and actually being on YouTube, and then I came back. And when I came back with a vision. I came back with a vision, a vengeance, and I said, I'm going to reboot, and these are the things that I'm going to do. I was unable to fulfill those things because I wasn't in a good space myself. I wasn't in the space to actually be able to, you can't pour out of an empty cup, right? You're trying to give people information on how to be healthy, wealthy, and be wealthy inside their health, and you can't do so because you, in turn, have not been able to have that for yourself. You can show up, be present, but that won't matter if you are not, in turn, that way yourself. So now that I have done my reset, and actually is still in the resetting process, it's not that I am complete. I am not complete. You are never complete in a reset. A reset just means that you're going in the right direction. But you got to keep on that right direction and that right path in order to continue, you know, to grow and be in that space. So what I've done since September 7th, which some of you know, some of you don't, I have been resetting my body through means of fasting. I listened to my body. Some of you saw that. That's why I said some of you know, some of you don't. If you saw my video where I talked about how my spirit team told me to fast, well, My higher self has spoken to my lower self where I was operating in a lower self. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with like how chakras work, but you have a higher self and a lower self. You have a heart chakra energy and you have a root chakra energy. And sometimes we're operating out of that root, which is in the lower of your extremity, which is closer to your behind. Right? So, in turn, you may um, be a lot of times operating out of that space, but you think that you convince yourself that you're doing something different. It's not until you actually go within and see that what you are doing. So when I actually went inside and started to see what was going on, I had my spirit team show up for me and say, hey, you right there, you lady, I need you to get up today and do this juice fast right now. So I hit the floor running. I told you that in the video. I didn't hold back. I went straight to the store. I got everything I needed, and it actually even gave me the detailed list of things that I needed, the different juices that I needed to juice. And it wasn't even, a couple of them weren't even juices that I had ever had before. Great Rising, 22 in the house. All right, we triple threat right now. 22, 22, 22. Let's go. Um, but I hadn't even, tried those juices. So that's how I know that it was something outside of me that was speaking to me. Not outside of me, something was in me that was speaking to me. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, you retracted that message. Okay. Um, that was speaking to me. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. This is not the first time that I had this happen. And the first time that I had it happen, I actually listened and it saved my life. It changed my life. That is my story, y'all. That is my story. Y'all gonna hear this story probably continuously, but that is my story. My life was changed by listening to myself, listening to my body, because I ended up not being on any medications. My high blood pressure reversed, just healing myself. And in that instance, this is why I listened this time, because it could have been, 911. Hey, 911. Hey, Queen. Listen, this is what you need to do. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. So I did it immediately. And I want to tell you that it was definitely something that I needed. And I needed it because I'm having a beautiful day, Trishan. Uh, and it's something I needed for myself. And so because of those things that I needed for myself, I didn't know I needed. Sometimes you have things that you need that you don't know you need. Those things that I needed was, I needed some clarity. I needed something to bring me back, because I had truly went from just all in to all out. So you have to pay attention to yourself. If you don't pay attention to yourself, if you don't know something wrong with you, then ain't nobody else gonna know something wrong with you, right? And some of y'all, like I said, and until I told you, you wouldn't have known, right? So at this point here, where I'm at, I knew that I needed a reset. I feel better today after starting this reset and going through these things than I did before. And the reason I was telling y'all that story, because like I said, most of y'all saw the video, so I ain't gonna really go that much in depth. Y'all really want to know the rest of the story, go to the video. All right, this talks about my spirit team told me to juice, right? So, but the reason I'm telling you that, because if y'all saw the title of my uh, video, it stated that a cluttered space equals a cluttered mind. But in reverse, it's the same, right? It's the same thing, because a cluttered mind results in a cluttered space. Because when you don't feel good about you, when you don't feel good at all, when you have things going on, anxiety, when you have bouts of depression, um, things like that, you then tend to know you don't even know it's happening until you do a reset sometimes. And in this instance, this is what was going on with me, and I did not know. I did not know because I have been in it so long. I would have to say over the past, since my reset in spring, I went down a rabbit hole that I didn't even know I was in because I kept convincing myself, um, I kept convincing myself that I was okay. It wasn't until I saw a transformation in the physical that I was like, why does this look like this? Why do you look like this? Why do you look like this? And so that made me reevaluate that when I got this, and all of these things I want you to understand happened after I received this message. So I started to evaluate after I received this message to Juice Fast because I was like, wait a minute, why do I feel like this? Why do I look like this? Think about it now. Think about it. Thank you for the floating heart, coffee, no cream. Welcome in everybody that just came in. I'm just kind of going over about the cluttered mind equals a cluttered space or vice versa. And in return, this is what has happened to me. Like I said, since September 7th, I started a reset, and now I am here ready to make everything whole again. This is kind of what we do. We kind of continue on and on and on. Peace and love, Isaac. Welcome in to you on the glow. Welcome in, my sister, Kendi K. I see you all day. Thank you for being here. So I'm just here right now making it whole and making it right by cleaning my kitchen. I know that sounds so like, okay, you don't clean your kitchen? Yeah, of course I clean my kitchen. But in return, the desire to keep it clean, the desire to keep your space in order, all those things were falling to the wayside. But I was just like, well, I'll get to it. I'll do it. I'll make it happen. I'll do it. And never even thought about the fact that I was uh, just putting it aside because of what was going on within, which is that my body, my mind, and my spirit was not aligned. I was not in alignment with what needed to happen. So whatever's going on the inside is a reflection of what is happening on the outside. So if you are, in turn, sitting in your room, and let's say this, sitting in your bedroom, this has happened to me in the past as well. Sitting in your bedroom and you start to look around and you see trash bags or you see glasses and cups and things sitting around or your laundry undone or you're not making up your bed, just simple things. Start to evaluate what's going on with you because at the end of the day, what you may think is just, I'm tired and I don't want to do it, could be something else going on inside your body, mind, and spirit. So this is what I evaluated, and I continue to study me, and this is why I share this information because half the time we don't even start to think about studying us. We're looking at everything outside of us as a reason why we don't do what we want to do. For instance, oh, I don't get to do this because I got to do X, Y, and Z. I got to go to work all day, which is a valid point. But I got to go to work all day. I got to, then I got to go get the kids, and then I got to cook dinner. I don't feel like cleaning up. I don't want to do this. I can't. I don't have the time. I just need to relax. I need to just wind down. I don't dot 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 dot. And instead of thinking that this is and pushing it on something outside of yourself, look within yourself. Self-study. La la, that's right. Study thyself. Know and study thyself and show thyself approved to yourself. Because the only one is you against you. It ain't nobody else that you rocking with, that you against, that you working with. You get what I'm saying? You working with you against you. So in that instance, give me a second, let me grab the rest of these. Thank you so much, Kendi K, for the hearts. Is that Kendi K? I can't see. Pull up Ken. Thank you. So let me grab the rest of these things over here. I just want to show y'all, like, I have tons and tons of um, jars. This was the most recent one I was drinking out of, y'all. But I'm getting ready to empty that. This was from last night. So I do keep my water next to my bed. So when I wake up, well, you might want to call it quoting the Bible, but I definitely just say what it is, right? It is what it is, definitely is. And I shall approve to me, absolutely. Now look at this here. I have keeping a glass of water next to my bed with lemon in it, and I drink it upon rising. It actually helps with digestion. So this is what I had next to my bed today. And this is another thing. I mean, but I definitely uh, gonna put this in the trash, y'all. This will typically be something that I might have put in the compost, but my compost is full, and so I don't have anywhere to put it but in the trash at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead here and show y'all. Like, I mean, I got glasses galore, all of my things. I had a conversation with my sister last night, and she was like, "Why don't you use the dishwasher?" But you know, in essence, this is therapeutic for me to actually wash these dishes, even though we, again, we go into that I don't have time thing, right? I don't have time. Well, you speak it as it is. If you don't have time, you ain't gonna have time. Unfortunately, it tends to be true, but maybe if we say we got more time, we'll have more time. And I'm not speaking just to you, because a lot of times when I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to me. Okay? Just so you know. Just so y'all know. Welcome in, Crystal's World. How you doing, sis? Are you good today? Remember today, I'm going to always keep on saying this throughout. Today I'll be live cooking that, making my homemade jerk butternut squash soup as part of the collaboration with Mary's Life Journey. She's hosting the hashtag Fall Soups. Today is September 20th, 2 days before the fall solstice. And she is saying that we should, as a collaborative effort, which I love, create soups, which is what most people are eating this time of season coming up. And then we have a playlist put together where everybody can come over to the playlist. I'll have a playlist, and anyone that's participating should create a playlist and just add all of those that actually participate in the soup. No matter what kind of soup you make, we just throw you in there, and then when people are looking at for different soups, then they can come to that list, and they may come to your list, my list, her list. So everybody, join in, tap in, do what you got to do. Today is the day that she wants you to drop it, but guess what? I think any day would be sufficeable, and we can add it to the list. But just make sure you use the hashtag that she created, which is Mary's Life Journey. She created hashtag Fall Soups. All right? Hashtag Fall Soups. Yes. I see all y'all speaking. You excited for the soup? I'm excited for the soup too, sis. I'm actually excited because, like I said, I have been fasting, and yesterday I created the best, and when I say the best veggie sandwich ever. So it was so delicious, and I decided to create a short out of that. So keep a lookout, because it'll be coming out, the short. And as you see up, Perfect at Time, and Nightbot says, check out my shorts channel. That's where it'll be premiered at, on my shorts channel. So make sure y'all tap into the shorts channel. If y'all see anybody saying anything crazy that's out of order, I mean, if they just say some stupid stuff, leave them there. But if they're saying some things out of order, you know what I say. Block they ASS. Supreme! How are you, Supreme? Peace and love to you, my brother. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, that jerk gonna be off the hook. Y'all know I'm not a real spice girl. Like, I'm not a spice girl living in this world. But I definitely like the flavor of jerk, but really without the spice. So, in certain places you can adjust the spice level of what you want. So, thank you, Supreme. I'm gonna sing your name more often. I appreciate you, my brother. I really, really do. Um, but like that jerk, for me, jerk seasoning is uh, got to be super mild. So my soup will be mild, but of course you can um, adjust it to whatever you want. I'll see you later, Crystal. Hopefully I'll see you on the live tonight, this evening at 5 p.m. where I'm actually creating that soup, y'all. I want y'all to see it. And I see what you requested there. I see you requested a soup. Where you at? I saw you. I saw you. I saw you. Was that coffee, no cream? Is that coffee? No cream. That said that. Grandest rising to you, TT the Oracle. Welcome in, my sister. Yes, TT in the house. Y'all know, any y'all familiar with TT? Y'all check out TT. And make sure y'all check out all of my members. Kendi K all day, La La High Vibe Coach, and Monique Poe. And we got Coffee No Cream. And we also have in the house, Mary's Life Journey. So make sure y'all check out all of those wonderful people who support the channel. I think I seen somebody mention, I think I heard somebody mention potato soup. Um, so I would have to make a twist to that. I don't think I would just be able to make it just tomato soup. I'll have to do it. Ah, wait a minute. Lala is the male mechanic. What does that mean? Zuppa Toscana! Potato soup. Okay. Potato soup, cheese soup. Okay. If you want it vegan style, definitely gonna do it. And actually, Kendi K, I'm gonna recreate the zuppa toscana and the pasta fagioli. The pasta fagioli. Those are coming up on my channel. Y'all know I'm also gonna be doing fall soup Saturdays, where I go live every Saturday in the month of October doing the fall soup. So y'all can actually check that out as well. And on that list is, and if y'all want to see some great zuppa toscana, not vegan style, go over to Kendi K all day, because she laid it out, y'all. She laid it out. I saw it with my own two eyes. All right. And as y'all can see, I'm still opening jars here and and filling up the sink, because I have still more to go. Ain't that crazy? Woo, girl. Woo. Boom, boom, boom. Just constant, constant. Somebody asked me, was it day or night over here? It is sunny shine daytime. Absolutely. Sunny shine daytime over here where I'm at. I'm in the sunny state of where I am. TT the Oracle, the fish is amazing. Tia on the glow said, yes, TT the Oracle. Yes, 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 yes. I want to share something here. So as I was talking about how your clutteredness of your mind creates a cluttered space, um, when you're freed from that space, when you're freed from the clutteredness in your mind, in order to protect that, you have to keep what you're putting into your body as clear as those 22 likes in the house. You have to keep those things as clear as you want as you want your space to be. as your desired space. So it just came to me to think that if you have your mind all boggled up with 22, 22, when you have your mind all boggled up with everything, you cannot project that out of yourself. You cannot project it. So when you cannot project those things that are really what's within you, you are projecting that out to the world. When you really think that you're not, you actually are not camouflaged at all. I don't know, when you are a seer, you can see through things, you can see people, you can see what they really about and what they really talking about, and their true aura of them. So a lot of times people will come and they will try to deceive you of what's going on. That's why I want to let y'all know that I'm always open, honest, and showing y'all what exactly is happening, because I am not a pretender, I guess to say. I'm not here to hoodwink you, bamboozle you, or any of that, because all my life, I've been lied to, told things that were not. I didn't realize that certain things were the way they were. I thought what I was told was the truth. And now today, I have a whole new perspective. I can see clearly. I can think clearly, and I know how to get to those places. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have to take care of yourself, your body. It's a machine. It works when you take care of it. You need to think about how you eat, what you think, what you intake physically, mentally, what you hear, what you see. Because once you see something, you can't unsee it. Once you hear it, you cannot unhear it. I just recently did a video on respecting, like, why people cannot respect your boundaries. People want to give you information and share things with you that you did not ask them to share with you. Because once you hear these things, you cannot unhear them. Those are things that can clutter and cause chaos in your mind. So you can't allow in your space those people and those things that cause these kind of issues in your life, because then that has a buildup that causes you not to be able to function properly. We are, like I mentioned, we are very much like machines. So if it's something wrong, we gonna glitch, right? So that's what I'm saying. You have a great day. Great day, Supreme. Thank you so much for dropping in, my brother, and I hope you have a wonderful day. He says I'm off to spend more money than I make. And that is the American way. That is the American way. Yes. 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 Thank you so much for getting rid of Z-Wig. Monique. Monique is the troll trapper. Thank you, thank you. I just wanted that just came to me in a thought process of, this is how we living in this world, man. We living in this world under the circumstances of based on what somebody wants to feed into our spirit. Y'all want me to sing? Okay, so when I was look at me now, I'm getting ready to sing. So now when I was back in the day, when I was like in just a little, it really wasn't that far back in the day. I was like in 7th, 8th grade. T on the Glow, y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but T on Glow is my sister. We are truly sisters. I know that she is definitely just a sister from another mister. We've been friends for over, we've been sisters for over 40 something years. I done lost count. But back in 7th and 8th grade, I know she remembers this if she's still on here. Um, I won against Crystal Templeman, I think her name was. I won second place in the contest of the talent show contest for singing, And we had to get our own music. So I'm really about to tell my age. So we had someone who accompanied us on the piano. We went out and we got our own sheet music. They played and we sang. See, Tia laughing. So she remembered this. And I sang Ebony and Ivory. And to this day, I still have my little thing where it wasn't but nothing but a ribbon that you got that said you won second place. I don't even know how she won first place because she was all off key. Ask Tia. She was all off key and everything. But I was up there singing my heart out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little rendition of what I did back there in seventh grade. If y'all would like to hear. If y'all like to hear me do a rendition of what I did in seventh grade of Ebony and Ivory by Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson, go ahead, drop a 22 in the chat while I go over here and get the rest of these glasses. I'll be back to check to see if I got any 22s. Any 22s? God's capacity, welcome in. How are you? Hi. Yes, absolutely. The significance of the song today. The things we do in the past that when we reflect on the future. And my sister and I were talking about that just last night, doing that work, going back and looking at things that we kind of brushed off in our lifetime because at the time, it was something that we didn't even want to attack or adjust to. But I'm getting some 22s. Today they reflected that as shadow work. I've talked to y'all plenty of times about shadow work. And maybe I'll go a little bit more in depth on how that works. I do shadow work, but I don't do it to the extent of that I know that I can and I should for myself. That I should for myself, not because someone told me to, but because I should. Um, hey, TT the Oracle, breaking down the eclipse on us, y'all. So, Queen, do you know about the partial eclipse happening on the 22nd? Actually, I just had something pop up on my screen because I have patterns that just told me about the eclipse that's happening on the 22nd, which is the fall solstice. So I shall read about it. Thank you so much. You can enlighten us in the chat if you like about the eclipse, because definitely I do go follow the moon, the sun, the stars, and the sky. I am with the universe. I am one with the universe. And I got some 22, so I'm gonna go ahead and sing, y'all. Ready? Y'all give me a tempo. Clap with me. Clap with me. Snap your fingers. Snap your fingers. Snap your fingers. Do you snap? I could do it all by myself. Let me see you do it. Okay, no, that's not what I'm doing. All right, ready? Ready? All right, let's go. All right, y'all clapping with me. All right. Ebony and ivory live together in perfect harmony. Side by side on my piano keyboard. Oh Lord, why don't we side by side on my piano keyboard? Oh Lord, why don't we? We all know that people are the same wherever you go. There is good and bad in everyone. We learn to live. We learn to give each other what we need to survive. Together alive. Ebony and ivory live together in perfect harmony. Side by side on my piano keyboard. Oh Lord, why don't we? Second place. That should have been first place, and y'all know it. Seventh grade, y'all. Ebony and Ivory. Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney. Go listen to the original and see how close I was. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. There was a time when my voice was really a voice, and I started smoking cigarettes, and so that actually changed my voice. And even I think a lot as I continue to look over my life, more than just even when I started smoking cigarettes, because prior to me starting to smoke cigarettes, my voice began to change, which is like a hormone thing. You know what I mean? Like I had a different voice at one time. And so it's like a hormone change, which then I think about the foods that we put in our body causing those changes in the hormones. So, of a young child, you get what I'm saying? Why would a young child lose why would that be fluctuating in a young child? So they started with this hormone, messing with the hormones and things like that way back, way back. It was just, I think we were the beginning of everything. Anyone born in my era, those that are around my age, which I never disclose because to me, it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing at all. It's just a measurement of the time that you have reflected upon this earth. And for me, when you put an age on things, a lot of times that puts a stigma on you and begins to make you believe things because the society dictates that when you're of this age, you should be acting like this and doing this, and you should no longer do this. And at this age, you can get this kind of discount and you can do this thing. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't function in age. However, those that were born in that same time frame as me, I feel like we've always been able to live in the best of both worlds, old school and new school. So if that's the case, we also were the beginning of the guinea pigs of things of change when they started to implement the things that now is full-fledged when it comes to our children. The things that they're pushing on our children, the reason that our children are having these issues. You get what I'm saying? These are the things that I see as a thing that happened at that time, right? So it began with us, and then it began to spread as time went on. So as we had our children, as we were children, it was implemented. As we had our children, it was infiltrated, and now the children's children are being pushed full-fledged. How much can you say that I've never in my lifetime until the most recent time ever heard of autism? I've never heard of autism. I've never heard of ADHD or ADD. I've never heard of these things. But now think about what the chemicals that's going into these foods. Think about the foods that chemicals that's going into these products, because it's not food. If it ain't coming from the source, then it ain't food. It's things that you are nourishing your body with that you might want to think about, that you're nourishing your body with. What are they injecting? These hormones that are injected into the food, the things that are being put into the food, the red dyes, all those things are things that are impacting our total legacy of people. You know what I'm saying? They are the future, and this is what the future is going to look like because of what has happened. And again, I feel like it started in my generation as a small twinkle, but now it's huge. Hey, Rising Phoenix is in the house. Thank you for being here. Rising Phoenix is truly a member of Queen's Alchemy. Y'all check her out. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Thank you for being here, sis. Richie J, I see you. I see you, Richie J. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And well, we got Monique is still here. Allison came in here. Thank you, Allison, for being here. Great rising, great rising. Thank you for being in the place. Yes. Yes. Yes, I see y'all. So pretty much that's what I'm saying. I mean, I know I came from one place to the other. I'm all kind of all over the place, but that's okay. It's okay because you can do that. But when you have a clear mind, like my mind is clear, y'all. I can't. I keep saying this to you because I cannot believe how I feel today than I felt prior to September 7th, right? Even on September 7th. And actually, I got the message prior to September 7th, but I did not. I started the juicing aspect of it, but I convinced myself, y'all. This is the other thing. We always convincing ourselves it's okay because you eating healthy anyway. You eating a salad. You can go ahead and eat, but that wasn't the instruction. I don't know if y'all was watching Lala's live or have watched her live where she spoke about uh, the past, present, and future you, the three of you, right? The three of you. So that is something I'm definitely referencing and continuing to think about every time I get ready to do something, right? So I'm like, okay, what did my past self tell my present self that it was going to do, that I was supposed to do, or that I was going to do? Because every time you tell yourself you're going to do something in your past and in your present, you don't show up, you're letting down your future self. Because whatever that thing is that you told yourself that you were going to do was going to impact your future. So I hear when Lala said that, I was sitting there with my mouth on the floor because she was like, you are disrespecting yourself. And I was like, sister, come on through with the words. You are. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're letting yourself down. You are, yes, you lying. That's it. That's right. Put it clear to you. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're sitting up there saying, I'ma do, I'ma do, I'ma do, I'ma do, I'ma be. Let me stop. Okay. So you're constantly saying you're gonna do this and that and the other, but you're not. You're disrespecting, lying, and you letting yourself down. The biggest letdown in your life is you. And let me tell you what else. Let me tell you what else. We gonna get mad to all get out if somebody let us down. You'll be like, really? You told me you was gonna do this for me. I depended on you to do this for me, and you didn't do it. And then you turn around and do the same thing to you because all you thinking about is this. Think about this. This all you really thinking about is this. If you told yourself, I'm going to get up and I'm going to start to do better. I'm going to start exercising and moving my body and doing whatever those things. I'm using this because this is what I'm about, right? So it's so many things that you can let yourself down about. But this is just the one thing I'm going to use right now. I get up and I see and I'm gonna start exercising and moving my body, and I'm gonna start eating better. And the very next day, the day you said it, the very next day, you go grab you a rib sandwich from the Rib Shack with a double dose of fries and a strawberry shake, and you lay on the couch and eat it. Now, had you did what you said, your future self would look different. Am I correct? Why aren't you that mad that you would be at somebody else for letting you down for you letting you down? Because you still sitting up there looking like you looking and feeling like you feeling like a big slug of nothing because you sat on the couch. You sat on the couch and was sitting there eating your rib sandwich. Food that makes you sluggish makes you sluggish. Food that does not feed your body and give your body nutrients does not feed your mind. What you put in your body, your mind becomes. This is how it works. It's just all together. So when you feel like you got all this stuff piled up on your shoulders and you feel all this anxiety, it's because what you put in your body. And I promise you, this is the truth. Watch this. Victory! We got 22, 22, 22, 22. That's my 722, brother, right there. All right. Real odds and evens is in the building. Everyone, Real Odds and Evens is in the building. Thank you, my brother, for being here. I really appreciate you. My phone died on your live yesterday, but it was all the way live, y'all. He was over there juicing and fooling, but dropping gems at the same time. That was such a fun time. But I did not get to see the whole live, so I will be going back to finish that up because I always use a good laugh. All right, so but that's pretty much what I was about to say. Let me see how long I've been on here. Almost an hour, y'all. And I ain't even got these dishes done. And I still need to get stuff done, y'all. I'm talking, talking, talking. But I'll get on here with y'all. I already knew what it was going to be. I already knew what it was going to be when I got in here with y'all. I already knew. I'm here in the dark because the glare off of the ceiling light is not great. For sure. Great Rising, fantastic. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I just want to make sure that if y'all did not catch the live yesterday, Real Odds and Evens, I don't know if you were in the building, but I definitely did a healthy mind exchange perspective detox with co-host Whole Man Speaks yesterday at 6 p.m. So if you missed that, go ahead, tap in. Watch it with some great conversation. Definitely that. And I mentioned Real Odds because, you know, I know how he rolled. That might be something, a perspective that he can rock with. But I think everybody get a little bit of something. But also, I will be live this evening at 5 p.m. I am doing the hashtag fall soups. And I will be doing the jerk butternut squash. If you missed the live where I was shopping and prepping for the live, check that live out. I was up in there getting all the stuff, and I was educating a little bit. I was dropping the little gems on some things that you may use and not use or substitute for other things. So make sure you can check that out as well. Peace, love, and soul train. Y'all, Kendi K got a birthday coming up next month. She said she's going to be the big 5-0. So make sure y'all stay tuned because I know she's going to celebrate like no other. All right? So thank you for being here, Kendi. I appreciate you. And thank you for being a member of the tribe. Thank you. You are actually in the royal tribe. Thanks for being a member of the royal tribe. And thank you for all. And if any of you are interested in becoming a member of the channel, that is a way to support the channel. Definitely. I do provide content on that side of the spectrum. I have some great things coming up the pipeline. Some natural and holistic remedies that I'll be coming up because we're getting into this fall season. Also some things and how you can actually, what you can utilize for yourself to create the things in your household so that you can start to not only save, because you can save some money by doing this, but also save yourself. I don't know if you know that dental health is also as important as physical health because they all play hand in hand. Everything on your body is connected. So one thing can play to the other that plays to the other. So make sure that you are paying attention. I will be doing, like, for instance, I'm giving an example. I will be showing you how to make your own toothpaste, some different type of oral hygiene, things. All of that will be on the member side though, because that's my special treat to my members. So I do again appreciate all of you being members with the tribe. I am growing in strides, so I do really appreciate all of you. I see, like I said, I see a lot of my members here in the chat. Thank you for that. And with that being said, I told you, I'm feeling great today. I can't wait for later. And it was great hanging out with y'all, but I'm going to get out of here. because it's been 1 hour. Great rising, Queen. Thank you, Lisa. Great rising, Lisa Bell. Great rising. I am about to get out of here, Lisa. You just missed me. You just missed me. Go back and watch the replay. Can I ask everyone that's in here, though, even if you didn't comment during the live, come back to the live and just drop me a heart, a purple heart, a number 22, or just a message, something that you got or you learned or you got out of this live that made you feel like, oh, that's something I didn't know, or oh, I think I'll think about that. Go ahead, drop it in the chat. I mean, drop it in the on the save live once it's saved, if you would, because that does help it also push this out into the algorithm. And you know, because I'm just chilling today, but I definitely know that I tapped on what my subject matter was, which was a cluttered mind reaches equals a cluttered space equals a cluttered mind, and then vice versa, right? Vice versa. So make sure you watch it from the beginning so you can see what I mean by that and see how it is that maybe you can even overcome that. And if you got questions about it, put it in the comments so I'll know that you got questions about it or questions about anything or anything that you would like for me to do. Put it all in the comments. I am here for it. I enjoy being here for y'all, and I enjoy each and every one of you. So I am out. It's been 1 hour. Peace, love, and wellness. Y'all know, over here on Queen's Alchemy, we do everything mind, body, and spirit. We don't just feed the body, we feed the mind, body, and spirit. Peace and love.